Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to Paper Mario. Paper Mario. Hello, fellow gamers. Welcome back to Pokemon Battle Revolution. In the last episode, we took care of the Waterfall Coliseum, and in this episode, we're going to start the Neon Coliseum, which has a new take on the battling now. Which so far we've seen two different ways of doing it, and this is a double battle, by the way. So far, we've seen two different ways. We've seen the normal. I send out this guy, he sends out this guy. And then we saw the round idea, and in this episode, this one is called a fortune battle. And the reason why it's called a fortune battle is because you have to play the wheel. And what happens is, they're gonna spin this thing, and we have to try getting our favorite Pokemon. And I got her Snover, and she took my Poke. This is not looking good. Okay, so I got Ice Cream, so I'm good. Okay, yeah, I'm very good with Ice Cream. Oh, I got her Plusle. She took Steven. Yes, basically I took like all her Pokemon. Anyway. So as you can see, the way it works is you're actually gonna be you just pool both your Pokemon together. So you pool all 12, 6 of yours and 6 of your opponents. And you do and you kinda fortune them. You have like you play Wheel of Fortune and you see which one you got. So well, that worked out really well, actually. Whoopsie. Not pointing at the screen, that's for sure. I guess you'd be best with Ice Shard because Ice Shard's probably the best move for you to use as it makes you not worry about speed. Even though, especially because Poke's got whatever. Anyway, so I'll just use Ice Beam on Poke. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to do this. Ice Shard always goes first. It's basically the ice version of Quick Attack. It's a 4th gen move. Carnivine looks... I can't make up my mind if I think he's cool or not. Oh, Jesus. Don't do it! Okay. He's not that bad. I'm sorry, I don't mean this. Okay. You shouldn't be saying Poke. You're going, Cacturne. No. Anyway. So I'm sniffling right now. It's really cold out, and I just came home from school. So anyway. I'm going to start reading you guys' questions. First question, I'm reading them off both videos. So the first one we got here is from... I'm going to have to turn down my TV volume. Give me a sec. It's really loud and it was hard for me to hear myself. So she sent out my Pelipper. You know what? You're useless. Just use Ingrain. Have fun. You can use Ice Beam on... Yeah, see how much it would do Steven. Steven, I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I don't mean to hurt you. Pelipper. Anyway. Oh, jeez. I forgot I taught it that. That shouldn't do too much. Luckily, we got Ice Cream, and Ice Cream's pretty strong. Anyway, so the first question we got on the first video, the only question we got on the first video is from Cloud the Gamer 007. So after talking about Johto being his favorite region, and has the best Pokemon and everything, he says, how could you possibly have the patience to train Pokemon at level 100? Where do you train them? I've never done that before in any Pokemon game. To have the patience, well, basically it means I don't have a life. I'm sorry, that's the best way to explain it. I don't have a life. The first Pokemon I ever got to level 100 was a Blaziken back in Sapphire, and I did it by like legitimately just redoing the Elite Four multiple times. And the way that it came out really... eventually you get to a point where the Pokemon you're training gets so strong that they can single-handedly take on the entire Elite Four. So after facing 26 Pokemon, they get about 1 level every time you do the Elite Four. So then it gets a lot quicker as they get stronger because they can do more battles. Nowadays, I have this item called the Lucky Egg, and what the Lucky Egg does, the Lucky Egg allows you to never, it times all experience gain by 1.5. So you get a lot of experience by doing that. He's Ingrain. I was like, where's he getting all this health from? Anyway, so that leaves all the questions that I got from episode 3, but from episode 4, they were all questions. So first question is again from Cloud the Gamer 007. It says, which is your favorite Pokemon game? Mine is Heart Gold. Although I can probably agree with you, and I would probably say that, actually, you know what? Let's make this, you know, Water Pulse. You use Water Pulse on Bastion. Bastion has terrible, well, he has okay specialty. Well, it's pretty good, actually. Let's just hope he doesn't know Metal Burst. And let's use Ice Beam on Carnivine. Anyway. Yeah, take that, you loser. Anyway, he's used like a double team, and I still hit him. Anyway. So, I guess I gotta say that Soul Silver is one of my favorites. And if it's not Soul Silver, definitely Sapphire. But the originals always stand. I can never choose what my favorite Pokemon game is. They're all good for different reasons, but I guess I'll say Soul Silver. So I'm just gonna have to go with Soul Silver. Ow, that did a lot of damage considering it's a Bastion. But then again, I'm a Snover, so that doesn't really matter. And then I got another question from Beasting You Forever. He says, what is your least memorable Pokemon? Like the Pokemon you think can be easily forgettable. Mine is Farfetch'd. Mine though, or his is Farfetch'd, and you get what I'm saying. I would have to say that my most forgettable, wait, the least memorable, so most forgettable. My least memorable Pokemon, that's such a tough choice actually. There's a lot of Pokemon I kind of just don't like. I guess I'll have to go with Luvdisc. Luvdisc is just a terrible Pokemon. That or Corsola. Corsola, it seems like whenever I think about it, I'm like, that Pokemon was just terrible. That's all I remember about Corsola, is that it's a terrible Pokemon and you have to get it from some stupid trading thing in Soul Silver. And I don't think I've ever had one in any generation. It's basically the water form of... It's basically the water form of Farfetch'd because it's just as hard to get as Farfetch'd. At least Luvdisc is common. Anyway, so as I'm doing this fight, which is taking me a lot longer than expected, because I'm too busy answering questions. Plus, we're doing double battles for the first time, so double battles just tend to take longer. Next is from Shadow King. Sorry that I mispronounced your name last time. He says, have you ever played a Spyro game? If you have, then what is your favorite? If you haven't, then do you plan to? I have played a Spyro game. The only one I've played is Enter the Dragon on the PS1, and that's a very fun game. I don't own a PS1, but I played at my friend's house, and it was really fun. But then again, that is the only one I've played, thus it's the only one I can really give an opinion on. So I'm sorry that one's mine. And he says, excited for next week's episode. Don't know what the Neon Coliseum is, but sounds cool. Well, this is where we are right now, and we have to keep randomly doing this. Oh, we're doing it again. Here we go. Okay, so let's see what Pokemon we got. We got... Oh, I thought I was going to get Travis, but I got Steven. That's okay. Okay, he can take his Combuskin, because I want Charmeleon. I don't know how... Stop taking my Pokemon. I hate you. Stop giving me your Pokemon. I don't want them. Stop taking my Pokemon! Okay, good. So I got Travis. I'm good. Oh, we broke even. 2 of each. That's fine. Next up is from Mario Pokemon Zelda. My question is, what is your favorite legendary Pokemon and why? I love different legendaries for different reasons. 4th generation, I absolutely love Palkia. I think Palkia looks so cool, how he's just like big and just beefy and just like super like massive. Reminds me of like the Megazords from freaking just reminds me of the Megazords from Power Rangers. And yes, I did watch Power Rangers back in my day.
The stage is set and the curtain is up. The blue corner makes the first attack.
And then yeah. But I think my favorite overall would have to be Rayquaza. I just think Rayquaza looks really cool. And he's like this cool slender little dragonfly thing anyway, so yeah. Next one is from Icy Dragon 0605. Was this LP of PBR inspired by Darkfield's LP of Pokemon Stadium? Yeah, some of the inspiration probably came from that. I thought it was an interesting idea to keep your team, just to give the team the last chance to kind of be seen, and at least we had to see him in full 3D. I did really like that LP. I did watch it, and that was actually a very good LP. Next is from... Oh, that one's not a question. Next one is from Skivlag64. What game do you prefer, Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2? I guess I would have to go with 2, because it really just refined everything, and the fact that it refined everything from the first one really is good. This is a terrible Pokemon. You know what? I'm switching you out. You are a terrible Pokemon. Out comes Travis. That Charmeleon has like the worst moveset ever. I'm sorry. I could not use that for my life.
Manectric is sent out.
Anyway, my final question is
A fierce
from the Capri Sun Master. It says, I know a capture where you can just set it up with no wires, all clear HD stuff. I found it at GameStop. One question is if you... He's talking about how to record your DS screen. And then he says, one question is, if you got to 1,200 subs, what would you do? So 1,200 subs, what would I do? Well, obviously leading up to it, guys, I would definitely be trying to give back to you guys as much as possible. I feel like you guys are the reason why I would get to 1,200 subs. Or 1,200. Like, you guys are the reason why I got there. I would definitely do something. Especially for 1,000. 1,000, I definitely did something. I don't know what I did, but I definitely would have done something. So, keep that in mind. I would just leave you guys in the dust or something. I would definitely do something for you guys. You guys would really deserve it if you helped me get all the way to something even higher than 1,000. So, anyway, and then he said, his other question was, another is, if you won a free copy of Black and White and you found the capture card, would you LP it as a side LP? Well, my thing with Let's Playing is I don't like doing many blind LPs, and Pokemon Black and White to me is rather blind, because like I don't know like anything about the game, thus I can't really do anything. So, well, that's really freaky. That's so awesome because it's my Pokemon. So yeah, that's definitely the only thing I can really say is... All I can really say is, did I say that Pokemon Stadium 2 is my favorite of the two of them? I'm actually blanking right now. So Pokemon Stadium 2 is my favorite to skip Lag 64 into the Capri Sun Master. I wouldn't do it as a side LP, I'd definitely do it as a main game LP, and I'd do it somewhat in the style that I did the first one, so... This hits everybody, which means it might kill Travis, but Travis will attack first, thus I'm okay with that. Just hit Flyless.
A fierce blow. Such amazing power.
Oh, come on, a critical. Oh.
It's down and out.
So yeah, that's actually all my questions for this week. Keep them coming, guys. As I said, I love answering your guys' questions. I'm not sure if I've said that, but I love answering your guys' questions, and that's just something really fun to do, and it shows me that you guys, you really do like my... Oh, I'm gonna get killed by passive damage. Oh.
Taken out by the avalanche of falling hail.
That makes me mad. I might lose this.
Bonita is sent out. Charmeleon is sent out. The blue corner trails slightly when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon.
This is not good. Oh, you have Flare Blitz. Okay, so we're in an amazing position. Assuming that this actually does damage, which it probably will. Let's use Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage is a okay move. What it does is... Oh my god, why is Flyless such a good Pokemon? Don't, stop. Okay. Dragon Rage could take care of it because it'll do 40 damage, yep. Point has a fast Pokemon, just use Flare Blitz, please. If you can take out Ice Cream, we'd have a chance. Okay, good. He's probably going to kill himself with this one. Okay, so he took out Ice Cream, but the recoil probably killed him too, so... Okay. I'm not liking this, but it's her his Pokemon versus my Pokemon. His versus his, I mean. And it's a Magcargo, which is not good because it probably knows a rock move, which means I will just start hitting this thing with Dragon Rages.